Hi everybody, welcome to Dudley's Crochet and Diamonds, aka Julia. And today is October the 13th on Monday. This is going to be a whip and gab. So, I'm going to show you what I'm working on. I'll show you the little picture first. This comes from Hobby Lobby. And it is the little puppy dog. And I'm up here in this corner. I've done all this down here. And I'm up here in this corner. And I started this on October the 11th. So, that's what I'm going to be working on today. Let's see. It is sunny here in Granite Falls, North Carolina. It's better than it was this weekend. This weekend, me and Timmy had went to the mountains on Saturday. But I will get to that in a few minutes. So, when I left you on my last video, which was Friday, we went and got our fish like we normally do. And then someone is calling me, but I don't know who it is, so I'm going to decline it. So, let's see. I think I will start on my peas. And I don't remember doing anything else. Oh, yeah, we had to go to the tag office on Friday. I about forgot. Yeah, we went to the tag office. He's got his daddy's car and his name on the title. And they did tell us how we're going to get it, how to get it inspected since it doesn't have a tag. He's got to get the insurance on it, but there's some work we got to do to it before we can actually get it to where we can get it on the road. So, it's going to be a little while. So, what they told us we had to do is get the insurance on it, come and get a temporary tag, and get it inspected, and then we can come back and get the regular tag. So at least I found out how that works now. I did have to go to back to my dad's Friday. He called. Want me to come over and mash on that spot above his ear right there. Because he said it was hurting. He wanted to see if I could get anything out of it. Which we got a little bit out. I put a little peroxide on it and it started boiling. And then it started coming out. But it was still huge. And I woke up Saturday morning. And Timmy wanted to go to the mountains because it's supposed to be the peak weekend for the leaves. Because he asked me about it a few weeks ago. And I said, well, they said it'd be a couple weeks. And I didn't know he wanted to do that. But first he wanted to go to Food Line. So we went to Food Line in Valdez to get some drinks and pork chops and stuff. And Daddy had called before we left to go to the store. And I said, well, right now I'm going to the grocery store. I'm not coming over there and mashing on that right now. Because he wanted me to come over and pull the scab off and see if I can get anything out. So, I went to the grocery store and I come back. And then, that was probably close to 11 o'clock when we got back. Or it might have been a little later. No, that's about right because I had to put the groceries up that we got. And I left at 11:22 to go to Daddy's to see what I could do. I told him I wasn't mashing on it no more, because the doctor said not to mess with it. So he said, well, pull that scab off. So I pulled it off, and when I pulled it off, a great big long hair come out. And he started mashing on it. He got a little of it out, and it did look like it did the swelling, or it was starting to come down. It wasn't as big. But I told him I wasn't mashing it because I could barely even touch him, and he would squint and move around, and I'm not going to do it when somebody's doing that real bad like he was. So he started mashing on it, and he got quite a bit out. So it was about 1 o'clock when I got back to the house. So Timmy still wanted to go to the mountains. So we did go. And we got something to eat up there at a little Mexican place. And then, let's see. It was late when we got up there. So he said, we'll just stay. So we got a motel room and we stayed. And we stayed till like 6 o'clock. And his sister wanted him to come over to his dad's house so we could go through some more pictures. So we did that. Then we come home. Let's see. Trying to think of what we did when we come home. Oh, I still had to cook supper, so I fixed his pork chops that he likes with some greens. And we watched the race. And let's see. Just trying to think of what else we did. I should have wrote it down. But I think that's all we did, because he went to bed about 9. It was a little bit before 9. Alright, let's do my U's now. And I did watch a few of the YouTube channels. I think I watched Kathy at Kathy's Diamond Delights and Hauls. And then I watched Granny at Lazy Retired Granny. And then I went to bed. Then I got up this morning. And I watched some more Granny's. And I finally got caught up with hers. Except for the one, her whipping gab she's doing today. So I'll have to, when it comes on, I'll have to watch it. And then I started on Tita's. And I just got through watching the first live that she did with, I can't remember her name now. Miss Southern Belle, that's who it was. I remember now. And I watched where she's talking about when Tita was a girl, there was a rattlesnake at her door. And she said she called her brother, and he said he didn't know what to do. And he told her to call the police, and the police said that they don't handle it, to call the fire department. But that reminded me of what happened a few summers ago here at my house. I was sitting on my porch. We had went to the flea market and got some of them Civil War books that told about the Civil War and all that. And I was sitting there reading them. And I kept hearing the tarp rattle. And I kept looking up, but I didn't see anything. So about the third time that it did it, I looked behind me on the wall, and there was a black snake crawling up on the house sideways. I come in here and I got Timmy, and I know it's a black snake and it's not good to kill them because they kill other poisonous snakes, but I just have a phobia of snakes. I can't look at a picture. I can't touch a picture. I just have a bad phobia of snakes. So he went around the other door and went down there to where it was at. But he had to crawl way up and go over the banister, and he was on the side of the house going sideways like this. And Timmy said there was at least 8 foot still on the ground. He grabbed the snake's tail and pulled him down. But that was a long black snake. But it about had a heart attack. Because I started screaming. He come running. I heard the chair in the kitchen. He must have knocked it over trying to get out there to see why I was screaming. So he did get it though, but he said, "I'm not killing it." I said, "I didn't want you to kill it. I just wanted you to get it away from me." I said, "I can't stand to look at him, touch him, see him, or nothing." So he did get it away from me. So I know it's a black snake, but that was a rattlesnake where Tita was at. So I probably would have had a heart attack if I'd seen a rattlesnake at my door. Because I got chased by a black racer one time, and I guess that's what scared me so bad. And I barely got in because when I shut the screen door, it struck the screen door. So, I mean, I was running like I ain't never run in my whole life. But I just thought I'd share that little story with you. Let's see. I did get the Harvest Moon done. So I will be showing that on Friday's video. Let's see. Tomorrow, me and Kathy will be going live on her channel. It'll be 12 my time. That's Eastern time. And then it will be 12 her time. So I think we're going to give StreamYard a try on her phone. So I just thought I would tell y'all about that. I did enjoy going live with her the other day, though. I'm surprised my dad ain't called me today. But Mama told me you need to quit calling me over there and leave it alone. So that might be why he didn't call, because I told him I wasn't mashing on it. That doctor told him to leave it alone, but he sits there. When I walked in, he was sitting there messing with it. And I said, "Yeah, you want to know why it's sore? Because you keep messing with it." I said, "You need to stop." He said, "Well, that's hard to do when it's hurting." I said, "Yeah, I had a boil on my bottom, on my buttocks." I said, "It was hard for me to sit down. I had to sit on one butt cheek." And I said, "And then when you started mashing on it," I said, "it hurt really bad." I said, "But I didn't go around messing with it." Mama said, "It's hard to mess with your butt area." I said, "No, it ain't. All you gotta do is put your hand down there." But I had to sit on one butt cheek because it hurt really bad. So I just told him he need to quit picking at it, because he's just going to keep making it sore. Because when that doctor did it, he didn't numb it first. So he started mashing on it, and then he thought he could numb it, but it didn't work. So, but it was really red Friday, so that's the reason why I put peroxide on it Friday. Because it was really, really red, and I told him, I said, I think it's getting infected. I said, even though he is on antibiotics, I think it was getting infected. So maybe, since he ain't called me, maybe it's feeling a little better. But he's got to go back to the doctor next Monday for that, and then he's got a regular appointment with his regular doctor on Tuesday of next week. So, I think I'll do my ones next. Yeah, I think I'm going to save that red part to last for the hat. So, I did quite a bit of this yesterday because I took it with me. So, I wouldn't get bored. Excuse me, y'all. Yeah, I've got to kit down a couple of these and kit up a couple more. Because I got the kit up. I got one that's got sunflowers in it. I'm going to do it for a Christmas present, but also I'm going to do it for Kathy's Diamond Delights and Hall's Facebook group for next month. She's doing fall for next month. And I don't really have any that shows fall, so I think sunflowers would be okay for fall. So that's what I'm going to do there. But over on my group, Dudley's Diamonds, I'm doing Christmas for the rest of the year. I have so much Christmas that I need to try to get done. I got one from Lazy Retired Granny that I'm going to kit up. And the sunflowers from Lazy Retired Granny. And then I got to kit up one from Julie that is Christmas. And I've got the one that Kathy got me with the pretty house and the old red truck. I've already got it kitted up because I'm going to be starting it. But the only thing is I'm going to have to work on it during the day because I don't want Timmy to see it in the evening. So if I get all these other ones kitted up, then I could work on it during the day while he's at work. And then he won't see it. Because I didn't think about it when I done his birthday present because he sat there and saw me do it. Joe wasn't thinking, I don't reckon. So I just thought I'd just work on his during the day. So that will probably be, if I don't get this one done today, I'll probably start that one that Kathy gave me on her live tomorrow. So hopefully I can get this one done today. Because I don't have but one more square after this one. And this one's a little bit bigger than, it's probably 5 by 5 because when I went to put my release papers down, there was a section about like that on every end. So what I done was I took both of them pieces off and done it like one square in the big square. So that's what I did there. And I'm still using my red pen from Michaels. I got some of the Michaels that I need to do too, so. But I got a lot from Granny, but I can save some because I will be doing Christmas in July as a monthly theme on my Facebook group. So. but I didn't get any Christmas ones from Tita, so I'm going to go through and see what I got from her again, and then make some of those my monthly themes. So, and then I'm going to alternate between try to do one of Granny's, one from Kathy, if it's the same theme, one from Juliet, and just do it like that. So I'll be doing, it'll be fair when I'm working. So I'm not doing more than, I know this time it didn't work out a little really good, so, but it seems like I'm doing more from Julie, but hers just fit my theme better. So, and then I still have to do a couple of the off canvases for Hobby Lobby. And then I got some small ones from Hobby Lobby. They shouldn't take me long, so. But with me doing Christmas for the next 3 months, I should have plenty of time to get what I need to get done. So I want to get those from Hobby Lobby done. There we go. I'm coming along now. I got a lot of ones on this one. This section. Yeah, and I walked in yesterday at her dad's because I took this with me to their dad's house. She said, that looks like my dog Max, so I guess I'll be giving this to her for a Christmas present now. I'm not going to tell her I did it for her, but it did kindly remind me of Max, but I was going to give this one to Mama, and I still got another one of these little small ones in there, but it might be a snowman I got. So I do have another small one of this one on the board. And then I got some of the ones that come in the picture frames that I will be doing. And then Timmy called me at break this morning and told me the brake light come on that Chevrolet car. And I said, well, what if it's your regular brakes, it will light up orange and say anti-lock brake system. And he said, no, it says it's red and it's got a P out beside of it. So I told him, I said, well, that's your parking brake, or your e-brake, your emergency brake. And I said, but it don't run off of brake fluid. And he says, well, I don't see any brake fluid down in the thing. I said, if you didn't have any brake fluid, we wouldn't be stopping. I said, it's still working the same as it ever was. And I said, the other day when you had me look at it, you have to look on the side of the jug. There is a full line. And it said it was full. I said, just because you don't see any down in that container don't mean you don't have any. I said, but if you want to add some, go ahead. I said, but I don't think it needs any. So he said at lunch he's going to go to Walmart down there where he works and get some and put in it. I said, whatever. It's your car, you do whatever. But it ain't good to overfill them either, and I know it's full because I looked at it myself. So I don't know what's going on. The e-brake probably needs to be adjusted. That's probably what's the matter with it. So, it's what I told him, but he won't listen to me. Because I'm a girl. And then we found out yesterday that we're going to have to fix all the lights back on the 72 Chevy. Because they've either blew a bulb or it's got moisture back in there. Because we got this stuff that my dad told us about it. It's graphite stuff. And if you get moisture in your lights or anything like that, you can spray it in there and it will take the moisture out. So that's what we did last time, and they all started working again. So I believe since it's been raining a lot, it's probably got moisture up in it. So I told him we need to try that again and see if that would work. If not, we'll get the bulbs and change them. So as his sister's still wanting to do the Christmas parade, and don't want to do it because there's no heater in there, and I'm not going to sit out there and be cold while I'm driving. I can't stand to be cold and driving. Because we got it bypassed because we can't use the heat because the heater cord busted. And he don't know how to put it on, and then we had the brake problem. So I was going to wait till we got the transmission problem fixed, and then my dad said, well, just bring it down here. He said, I can't do it, but I can tell him what to take loose and show him what to take loose and all that so he can do it. I said, oh, okay. So now he's talking about getting some kind of little heater thing to go in there, and I don't much think that's going to work. But I ain't saying nothing to him about it because he don't listen to me anyway. So, oops, I missed a 2 from earlier. I didn't even see. I missed 2 2s. It must have been when he called and I thought I was done. Oh, dang. Come on now. Just need 1, not 3. I done lost 1. Okay, let's see. Where'd that other 2 go? There it is. Pour that one back in there. And see if I can find that one that I dropped. Well, I don't know where that one went. But I'll probably find it later. I don't think I got any more 1s. Let me look one more time. Alright. Now I'm going to start on the 4s, because there's quite a bit of 4s. I usually try to do the ones I got the most of. So I can get all those done and out of the way. Yeah, I got a lot of videos to catch up on because I didn't get to watch them while we was gone. So, alrighty. Let's see. Find out what we can talk about. Yeah, he promised to take me to Hobby Lobby up there in Boone in the mountains, but we didn't go. I guess because we got a late start and it was late by the time we ate and everything. And then it wasn't open yesterday. So I guess I'll have to wait when he's off for Thanksgiving. Because we're going to go to that Choice Diner, 50's Diner, that I put the short up on. They've got, supposed to have a homemade spaghetti on Wednesdays. So we're going to try that, I think, and might get to go to Hobby Lobby then. I just want to see if it's any different than ours that we got in Hickory. Because I do know their Walmart, it had a lot of diamond paintings. It had a big old diamond painting section. And all the ones we got down here don't have any. So I was thinking that Hobby Lobby might have different things than ours does. I didn't even know they had one up there, so they must have just put it up there recent. I don't know. It looks like a new store, but because it wasn't up there during the 4th when we went to get fireworks in Tennessee. So, I mean, they was working on something, but I couldn't tell what it was. So, I'm thinking it's probably a brand new store. I just wanted to check it out and see what it looked like. If they had different things, or it's bigger, or anything like that. Yeah, I'm putting the little doggy's face in now, or head. But I'm going to leave that hat to the last. So, and then his sister was asking me about our get together for Christmas, cause they wanted to do it Christmas Day, and I said, you know that's not going to work. I said, we always have yours on Christmas Eve, and I go to my mama's on Christmas Day, and I said, I'm not going to be rushed trying to get around to cook and everything and go to mama's and then come to your house. I said, that's just too much on me in one day with my health and my back and everything. So I said, you're going to either have to do it. You can do it after Christmas. And they like to eat late in the evenings, and we cannot eat late in the evenings. But I told her, I said, I cannot drive in the dark. I said, I cannot see good. I don't like it. People shine their bright lights in my face. It blinds me. And I'm not going to put myself or Timmy or anybody else in danger, like the people out on the road. I said, I'm not going to put anybody in danger just to come to eat. I said, that's just crazy. I said, I don't know why you can't have it during the day. And see, what it is her son Dalton, him and his girlfriend just got them a place, and this year, any other time, her family don't do it on Christmas Eve. They do it a month early, or they do it a month late, or something like that, because everybody works and they can't get the time off. Well, so happened this year, they all got off at the same time, and they're going to do it Christmas Eve, and now she's wanting to have her come and get me and Timmy on Friday and do it late in the evenings, and I said, well, we can't eat that late. She said, well, we're only doing snacks. I said, I don't care. We can't eat that late. I said, we told you that when we went to the beach. We have stomach problems. It will keep us up all night, and we will be sick. But it ain't going to do her to have it on Friday and her come and get us and be late in the evening. Because Dalton's girlfriend has to work on Friday. So I said, well, that's another thing. Why don't you just make it on Saturday, since she has to work, and let her have time to rest, and they don't want to do it. So I might just try to drive, because I don't like riding with people, and when I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. I don't want to have to wait on her till she gets ready to bring us home. I just don't like it. I don't know. Because like I told her, I said, my eyesight is getting back worse. I said, I'm wearing glasses with bifocals. I said, that ought to tell you something. But I don't know. But I guess it'll work out somehow. So I guess I'm going to do my paw prints next. Try to get the puppy doggy done. I probably won't get him done while I'm doing my live. But I'm going to get what I can done and then I'll show you. Showed you what it looked like before. So. I'm hoping to get these done, so I did look on Demand a while ago. They got some really good scary movies coming on, better than what Tubi and all that has. So this evening I'm going to turn it on there and I'm going to watch my scary movies. And I did find one that he likes and I like it too. It's on Turner Classics. It's called Rear Window. And it's got, you think of his name, Jimmy Stewart or James Stewart. I call him Jimmy Stewart. It's got the guy that played Perry Mason in it. It's a good movie. So, they did have a remake of it with the guy that played Superman in the movie. But I don't like it as good as I like the original. But I like anything that Jimmy Stewart plays in. He done a lot of westerns and stuff. And he did a lot of acting with John Wayne. Just trying to think of that movie that he made with John Wayne. It's John Wayne's last movie, The Shootist. It had Ron Howard on it that played Opie on Andy Griffin. And played Richie on Happy Days. He plays in it. But that was the last movie that John Wayne made before he died. I do have it on DVD. But I like the older movies. And I like the western movies. Yep, that one didn't lay down there. There we go. Yeah, this one's got 3 dots, but I call it paw prints because that's what it reminds me of. Oops. So, I usually do a Christmas live on Tuesdays, but I'm going to start going live with Kathy on Tuesdays, like I told you. So, I will just be working on my Christmas stuff on her live. And I will do my other live on Thursdays. It will stay on my channel. So, I know I should be able to do StreamYard because I got all my permissions on and my microphone and my camera and all that has permission. So, and I do know I went live with Crystal, the Yarny Chicken Crazy Cat Lady. I did go live with her using what I've got. So, I know it will work. Alright. I think I'll do my E's next. And I see a U that I missed. don't see how I miss all these. But let me go back and get my U before I lose where it's at. There it is. I've been using glue dots, and they work pretty good. Or they're not. It's made by glue dots, but it's the strip thing. Okay, now start on my E's. I might get the doggy part done, but I'm not sure because we're almost at 40 minutes. Hopefully I can get the most of the doggy done. At least get his part of his head done. Yeah, I was sitting here in that popping racket. Jimmy says, "I don't like that popping racket." I said, "Well, I can't make it shut up." I said, "That's that glue dot." I said, "I like the popping." So, and I don't get the popping when I use the wax. Alrighty, almost got my E's done. Trying to get his top of his head done. That way you can see his head and one eyeball. I'll have one eyeball done. Okay. I think I got all my E's. So I guess I will go to my 3's. Will be next. And that's right around the eyeball. Oh, I hope y'all don't hear my stomach. It ain't been feeling good, but it's growling like I'm hungry, but I really ain't. So I don't know. Hope y'all didn't hear it. Okay. Get it right around his eyeball. Hold it down because it's making it pop up when I lay them drills down. Okay. Let's make sure I don't got no more 3's. Nope, I don't. Guess I will do like a little half of a circle. That's what it looks like to me. And that will finish up around his eyes. So I'm trucking right along and I almost spilled them. Oh my gosh. Let's see now. Ain't too many of these. I poured out too many, but that's okay. Alrighty. Now I will do my T's. Almost got that part around his head done. I got the T's and the check mark and a little bit of the R's. So, I gotta find my tea. There we go. There ain't too many of these left. Hope I don't have too many on the other side. So I won't have enough drills. But there ain't too many on this side. So I'll probably have enough. I ain't never been shorted on these, so on the Hobby Lobby ones. Okay. That was all the teas in there. Now, my question, or my check mark. I think I'm gonna make we got some of these oodle and noodle things that come in a bowl. I tried one the other day. It was pretty good. So he picked me up some more when we was at the store Saturday. So I think this time I'll try my chicken. I tried beef. They didn't have no chicken when we went Saturday, so I had to get all beef. But I'm gonna try my chicken today, I think. Okay. That's all my check marks. And I guess I'll start on my R's. That way I can start with this, fill the rest of his head in. Down here before the hour is up. Yeah, I usually stay on for about an hour. I was trying 30 minutes, but it don't take no shorter time to upload, so I just said I'd just go back to my hour mark, which it's just now at 47 minutes, so I'll go a little while. Whoop. My hands are sticking. And that one I picked up upside down. Yeah, I enjoyed the lie that me and Kathy did. Hope tomorrow turns out pretty good too. I really enjoyed talking to Kathy. She's a really sweet person. That's all she was supposed to send me was some drills that I needed, but she ended up sending me a big old box full of stuff. And I really do appreciate it. I know I tell her that a lot, but it's nice to know that we got a pretty good community here. We try to help each other out. I think I'm working on the white part of the hat. I want to save the red part till last. So, probably I'll get this done today. Might show it on my Whip and Gab Wednesday. And then show it again on Friday. I'm not sure how I'll do it. But usually I show my finishes on my show and tell Fridays. So, I might do a short tomorrow if I get it done. Then I need to decide if I'm going to work on the one for Timmy or if I'm just going to get another one of them off-campus ones to do. Because they don't take me that long to do, so I might do that instead. I have to make up my mind. I'm like Granny. I can change my mind. Or I blink and I change my mind. That's what Granny says. So I did get his little facey done right there. So I'm working up here where the white is. But I'm gonna leave that red part to last, and then I'll do this part up here first, and then I'll do the red. But it is looking quite pretty though. I didn't know how it would be since it was little and it come from Hobby Lobby, but it is kind of pretty. And it had 30 colors. It had more colors than I thought it would, it being so small. He's got it hot in here. He built a fire in the wood stove last night, and I'm sitting here about to roast. I ain't put no wood in it today because it's going to be 70 degrees, and I'm not going to sit here and burn up all day. I don't think we needed a fire last night because it wasn't that cold. Probably was in the mountains because it was a lot colder in the mountains when we went the other day or over the weekend. But it was kind of cool here before we left. I think it's supposed to be about 72 or something like that for the high today. Then it's going to jump back up into the 80s. So it ain't going to stay cool long. I just wish he'd make up his mind if it's going to stay warm or cool or what it's going to do. Yeah, I like to hear that popping racket. I know Timmy don't, but I do. At least I know it's stuck on there when I hear it. Yeah, there's a bunch of R's too. But that is like a white color. And I ain't got very many videos caught up today yet. I'm gonna take that one. Oh, that's a bad drill. Okay. Oh, we're at 52 minutes, so we got just a little bit longer. Our refrigerator's still doing good. We've had it 3 weeks this Saturday. We got a 30-day warranty with it, so. But it freezes ice in no time, so I hope this one lasts for a long time. Because I don't want to have to try to take it back out of here. Man, I didn't think there was this many R's. That one's got some little sprig things sticking on it. I think the O's are the really white ones. This is like an off-white. I don't know if I'm going to get the R's done before it's time to go, but I'm going to try. I didn't realize there was this many R's. Okay, I did get them done. I'll be doing my O's next. And that'll be the biggest part on my hat. Yeah, yesterday I wanted to get them O's in there, or them A's in there, because it was his mouth. I wanted to give him a mouth so I could look at him. Okay. Now, guess I'll do my O's next. We got about 5 minutes left. I probably won't get the O's done, but I will show you what I've got. So I can get a few done and then do my closing. Like I said, I have a Facebook group. It's called Dudley's Diamonds, if you want to go check it out. I will link it in the description box. I do put the videos I make every day in the description box. Let's see, like Tuesdays and Thursdays I usually go live. So I told Kathy I would go live with her on Tuesdays. It will be a little bit earlier. Like I said, it'll be just 30 minutes early at my time. And me and her's about an hour apart. I'm an hour later than her. So it'll be 11 o'clock whenever she does it on her channel. Then Wednesdays I do a whip and gab. And then Thursday I will be doing my live on my channel. And it is at 12:30 Eastern time. And then Fridays I do a show and tell and devotional. I read a devotional and then I show what I got done during the week. Just trying to think of what else. I think that's all. Sometimes I put up a short. I did do a pop-up live last Saturday because Timmy had to work. So if he ever has to work on Saturdays, I probably will do some pop-up lives. Yeah, this is the really white. Guess I'll get this row finished. And then it will be about time to get off of here. And y'all can see. Well, got a little bit of time. I'll do one more row. Okay. I can get it to cover the letter. There we go. I'm going to do the outline for the hat, so maybe y'all can see that better. Okay. So I did start on the hat and got it pretty good. Like I said, I'm going to leave the red to last. But he's looking pretty good. She's got some kind of poodle dog. I don't think this much looks like him, but she did. So, but like I said, I'm going to sign off here. Like I said, Mondays and Wednesdays are my whipping gaps. Tuesdays, I go live with Kathy at 12 my time, Eastern time, 11 her time. Thursday, I'm going to go live at 12:30 Eastern just on my channel by myself. And then Fridays, I do the show and tell and devotional. And then I might do a pop-up live if he has to work. But if he doesn't, that's okay. I can put up a short or something. But I hope everybody has time to diamond paint today or whatever craft they do. Just whatever makes you happy. And please be kind to others. Be kind to yourself. We all deserve kindness because you never know who's having a really bad day that really might need somebody to show them a little kindness. So if there was more kindness in the world, I don't think the world would be as bad as it is today. But not everybody thinks that way. So, but I'm going to go ahead and get off and start uploading this. And I will see y'all tomorrow on Kathy's channel. Love y'all all, and bye-bye.